Why were medieval universities important for philosophy? Have you ever wondered how the seeds of modern philosophy were planted during medieval times? Medieval universities played a vital role in shaping philosophical thought in Europe. These institutions became the heart of intellectual life, where ideas were not just taught but actively debated and developed. Initially, education was largely controlled by the church, with cathedral schools focusing on training clergy. As these schools grew, they began to attract a wider range of students. This shift allowed professors to gain more control over what was taught and how. Philosophy started to emerge as a separate field of study, closely linked to theology but distinct in its own right. Medieval universities created a formal environment for philosophical inquiry. They encouraged the use of logic and structured argumentation, which were essential for seeking truth. The works of ancient philosophers, especially those of Aristotle, became central to the curriculum. Aristotle's writings were reintroduced to Europe through scholars from the Byzantine Empire and the Arab world. This reintroduction sparked lively discussions on metaphysics, ethics, and natural philosophy, often viewed through a Christian lens. Key thinkers like Thomas Aquinas, Duns Scotus, and William of Ockham emerged from these universities. They skillfully blended philosophical methods with theological questions. For instance, Aquinas believed that philosophy could support and clarify religious beliefs, showing that faith and reason could coexist. Moreover, medieval universities were not just about accepting established ideas. Thinkers like Peter Abelard challenged the authority of the church and advocated for intellectual freedom. This spirit of inquiry allowed philosophy to gradually gain autonomy from strict church control. In practical terms, these universities trained many leaders within the church and society. The philosophical education they provided influenced not only academic thought but also the moral and ethical frameworks of the time. Overall, medieval universities were essential for philosophy because they institutionalized its study, encouraged logical reasoning within a theological context, and facilitated the exchange of ideas across Europe. They laid the groundwork for a tradition of critical inquiry that would shape both medieval and modern intellectual history.